the dawn and put his hunting breeches on and looked up at the shotgun on the wall. He made his mind up then and there to bag himself a mess of bear. At hunting, he had plenty on the ball. He milked the cow, fed the hog, and kissed his wife and called the dog, picked up his gun and started on his quest. He crossed the creek and hit the trees, threw back his head and sniffed the breeze, let out a yell and pounded on his chest. He hunted all the morning long, but not a bear came into view, as Elmer's mind was on the kitchen range, for he was sick as he could be of lamb and chicken fricassee and craved a mess of bear meat for a change. Poor Elmer's mind was in a fog. He paused and sat down on a log to get his faculties back in the groove. He heard a noise, and standing there before him was a grizzly bear, and thought, he better make his move. He grabbed his gun and turned around, but Mr. Bear just stood his ground, and Elmer said, it's either me or thou. His gun refused to go, and so he knew somebody had to go, and said, farewell, I'm leaving as of now. Now Elmer's shoulders sprouted wings, his feet developed inner springs. As linger longer he was disinclined. He ran so fast through muck and mire, his ankles set his socks on fire. And still that bear kept coming on behind. A deer with antlers 8 feet wide got in the way of Elmer's stride, as both of them were headed for the brush. Elmer said, now listen, son, if that's the fastest you can run, move over, because I'm really in a rush. The bear was gaining inch by inch, and finally reached out for the clinch as Elmer spied the fence around his place. He leaped the fence and landed hard, jumped 60 feet across the yard, and slammed the kitchen door in Bruin's face.
The bear was trying to get inside.
The bear was trying to get inside while Elmer sought a place to hide, and Mrs. Jones began to pull her hair. She said this fuss had better stop. Why don't you let this matter drop? And Elmer said, honey, go tell that to the bear. Mrs. Jones said, listen, dude, what makes you think you're Daniel Boone, whose appetite on bear meat used to thrive? Elmer said, honey, I'm sure you're aware that Daniel always killed his bear. But honey, I done brought this one home.